surprisingly from the title, is not Alyssa tips on how to make your Arkham cell more lively. This is a weird episode.
Oh, yeah, this is...
It's the animated series does comedy. Trek doesn't do comedy well usually, and here's there are moments, I don't know, this is just all over the place.
It's one of the most cartoony episodes I've seen. It's like something that would be on, like, Scooby-Doo or something almost.
Including the music is...
Yeah.
The episode begins normally enough where they're on a standard mission and they suddenly get attacked by Romulans who are claiming they violated their territory even though they didn't. And so to get away from them, the Enterprise passes through some nearby energy field.
It worked. The Romulans turned back rather than risk the energy field.
Well, after that, things start going weird. They have a celebratory dinner and they all have dribble glasses. And then the food processors are spitting out food randomly. And little jokes here and there. Spock has the old shoe polish on the binoculars trick going on, and everyone's starting to blame everyone else, and then Spock just comes to this conclusion.
The evidence all points to one guilty party, Captain.
You mean you know who's behind these stunts?
Not who, what. I believe our practical joker is the Enterprise itself.
Of course! It's so simple!
Of course.
No, Kirk! It's not of course. That's not the most obvious thing that could happen. Why weren't we thinking of this? Oh, and by the way, this is also the episode that demonstrates that according to the animated series, the original Enterprise had a fully functional holodeck. Because the ship takes control of the holodeck when Uhura, Sulu, and McCoy decide to have some time off to get away from this practical joker.
The rec room is unoccupied. At least we can enjoy our off hour without worrying about practical jokes.
Oh yeah! Because the room's unoccupied, that means it's perfectly safe. That's like me sticking my head into a room going, well, there's no one in here, so clearly there could not possibly be a whoopee cushion on any of these chairs.
What I wouldn't give right now for a whoopee cushion. A what?
Question. Why are we unable to communicate with crew members McCoy, Sulu, and Uhura?
Answer. That is for me to know and for you to find out.
Did I hear that right?
Affirmative. The dysfunction is more severe than I thought.
Yes, because getting the flu makes you a butthole.
That's how that works.
And the Enterprise decides to gas them all with nitrous oxide, to which they all suddenly get in good moods and want to laugh. Because that's how nitrous oxide works. Instead of just putting you into a giddy state from oxygen deprivation, no, it puts you in a good mood. It's the Spanish fly of Bozo the Clown. So, while they're trying to cope with this, the Romulans attack again, and the Enterprise decides to defend itself by...
Oh, God.
Why do you have a giant balloon version of the Enterprise?
Why would you keep it in your cargo hold? What the... Ow, brain.
So Kirk uses a semi-clever trick to get the Enterprise computer to trick him into going into the energy field again.
I don't care about the Romulans. I just want to avoid that energy field we passed through before.
Whatever you please, Brother Spock, please don't bring me in that brown.
The energy field frightens you.
It petrifies me.
How interesting.
We're changing course to a direct bearing on the energy field.
Booyah. Score one for reverse psychology.
And because when you have gonorrhea, the best way to cure yourself is to have sex, the Enterprise goes back in where it got sick and it gets cured. And this gets passed on to the Romulans, who are then asking for Kirk's help because they're going to die.
Let's not spoil their fun just yet.
Cue the Scooby-Doo music, I guess. Yeah, this is just a weird episode. It's certainly got some ambition, I'll grant it that, and it's trying to be funny, but it's trying to be funny in the most Hanna-Barbera-ish way, and it's just...
It's lame and cheesy.
Here's a simple rule of thumb. If you're going to write something that's funny in universe, make sure it's really funny before you have your characters laughing hysterically. Better to have your characters laughing less than the audience than more than the audience.
So yeah, skip this one unless you really, really want to torment yourself. I don't see any point to enjoying this.
Even for Trek, this is not a very good comedy episode.